I totally forgot about the month of April, but in an effort to make every month Black History Month, let's do two in 1 month. I received this beautiful rendition of Resplendence from my dad, so this month we'll be focusing on Nannie Helen Burroughs. This Resplendence brochure comes with an interesting fact sheet on the back. Let's take a look at Nannie Helen Burroughs. Civil rights activist Burroughs, 1879 to 1961, was catapulted onto the political scene with a speech she gave at the National Baptist Convention in 1900, supporting women's rights and strongly condemning the mistreatment of women. It was the beginning of a long career as organizer, religious leader, educator, and political and civil rights activist. Well, that's interesting. Anyways, I give you Nannie Helen Burroughs. Nannie Helen Burroughs, a magnificent woman who needs a magnificent doll. But let's get into what she actually did for Black history. Leader, orator, educator, suffragist. Just a few words that describe this magnificent woman. There are historical sites set in her honor back in her hometown of Kentucky. Pause to read if you like. One of her most notable contributions to Black history is that she created a school for Black women to learn work skills. Miss Nannie Helen Burroughs was a force to be reckoned with, clearly. The Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture has an entire exhibit based on this woman's work. One of the many features of the Nannie Helen Burroughs display in this museum is a depiction of one of her famous speeches. The speech, called How the Sisters Are Hindered from Helping, was given in Richmond, Virginia in 1900 at the National Baptist Convention. One of her most favorite quotes, and one that resonates with me, is to struggle and battle and overcome and absolutely defeat every force designed against us is the only way to achieve. In 1909, Nannie Helen Burroughs founded the National Training School for Women and Girls in Washington, D.C. Nannie Helen Burroughs' motto for her school was, "We specialize in the wholly impossible." But this school was different. Not only did it offer these domesticated skills, it also offered classes in typing, which opened up a whole new workforce for women of color in the office space. Did you know that this woman had such an impact in the Washington, D.C. area that in 1975, Mayor Walter E. Washington proclaimed May 10th Nannie Helen Burroughs Day? I know what you're thinking. This magnificent woman doesn't have a doll. How does this pioneer woman not have a doll? Okay, let's make her one then. Step 1. Find a doll that resembles her. So many dolls, my goodness. But nope, nothing fits here. Nothing here. Next bag, please. Hold on a second. This could do. She's got the proper hair texture. I like it. That purple lipstick, though, I don't know. Okay, hold on. What about her? Proper hair texture, good cheekbones. I don't know. Something's just off about her, though. Wait a minute. Might be onto something here. Nice hair texture, neutral makeup. Yep, I think we have a winner. Step 2. Do some research on her style of dress. One thing's about it, and two things for sure. Miss Nannie Helen Burroughs had some style about her. Just look at these outfits. From that time period, feathers in the hair, flowers, updos. Is that a fur coat? Wait a minute. Okay, I think I found the outfit that I want to recreate. Step 3. Find the right fabrics. It's always difficult trying to figure out fabrics because the pictures are always in black and white. When we know for a fact during her later years, pictures were available in color. No, I don't think this is the right color. Step 4. Sew the perfect outfit. Oh, let me find out this doll is such a diva watching me do this to make sure I'm doing it right. Our 11-year anniversary we were going to make it past 5 years, and I'm rich. Step 5. Find the perfect accessories. Now, if there's one thing I have, is doll accessories. The problem is, where did I put them? A quick little check of the picture, and I'm sure I can find the perfect item. Now, one thing's for sure. These women have some fashion sense about them. Where are my flowers? Because are those flowers in her hair? I think yes. So many colors to choose from. You know what? I'll just take all of them, just in case. Did you know that many places in the DMV area still celebrate Nannie Helen Burroughs Day? Oop, this doll couldn't even wait till the actual reveal. She's cute, and yes, you're on point. But we still gotta go to the event. One of the local charters still celebrates Nannie Helen Burroughs Day on May 10th. Let's take a look. Says here it's going to be happening Saturday, May 10th from 12 noon to 5 p.m. Oh my, free food. Oh, we're definitely going. We're about to pull up. Being from the DMV area, we're taking a little road trip. Not quite Field Trip Friday because it was a Saturday, but this literally is right down the street from my job. So, of course, we had to pull up. A quick turn here, take an exit there, and boom, you're there before you know it. Oh, wait, did I not mention we have a Nannie Helen Burroughs Avenue here in Washington, D.C.? So I'm not exactly sure what happened. Was it rescheduled or did they cancel it? When we got there, there was no one anywhere to be seen. But the park was lovely, so we decided to take a few pictures. I mean, why not? One thing I have realized about Miss Nannie Helen Burroughs is that she's a pioneering woman, and she deserves to have her day. So I thought to myself, why not do Nannie Helen Burroughs Day doll style? And here we go. And here is where we will present our doll version of Nannie Helen Burroughs. Look at our doll holding her book written by Keisha B. Graves. Check out the little ones using coloring sheets to commemorate the good works of Nannie Helen Burroughs. Parents gather with their children to read books about Nannie Helen Burroughs, like this one, A Tower of Strength in the Labor World by Danielle Phillips Cunningham. With this free public event open to all ages to bring friends and family together to explore local resources while learning about Burroughs' inspiring legacy, this event seemed like the perfect fit for the dolls here in the BDT. Before we go, we'd like to talk a little more about Nannie Helen Burroughs School, the National Trade and Professional School for Women and Girls. After Nannie Helen Burroughs graduated with honors from M Street High School, she decided to take her academic achievements and apply for a position within the Washington, D.C. public school system as a teacher. Unfortunately, she did not get that position, so instead she decided to open her own school. Nannie Helen Burroughs proposed her school initiative to the National Baptist Convention, also known as the NBC. After years of planning, the NBC brought a 6-acre parcel of land in northwest Washington, D.C., and Miss Burroughs raised money from within the black community to fund the program. The Trades Hall was completed in 1928 to replace an old classroom building. Here, Nannie Helen Burroughs served as principal of the school until 1961. Giving back to the young people in her community was a crucial part of Nannie Helen Burroughs' advocacy and work. The National Trade School for Women and Girls transitioned to being named the Nannie Helen Burroughs School. It thrived as a co-educational kindergarten to 6th grade school up until 2013 when it finally closed its doors. The building now houses the Progressive National Baptist Convention. Nannie Helen Burroughs defied social restrictions placed on her gender and race. Her work foreshadowed the main principles of the civil rights movement of 1960s and 70s. The Trades Hall is the last physical legacy of her lifelong pursuit of worldwide racial equality. This concludes our presentation of the good works of Nannie Helen Burroughs. Now, even though this is the end of her story, trust and believe that she has left behind a legacy. If you like what you've seen here today, please comment, like, share, and subscribe.